Show you how to design an ebook cover using software called Cover Factory, which you can download from coverfactory.com. Cover Factory is software for Windows, compatible with all recent versions of Windows on the PC, and there's a free trial version which you can download and try out for free before deciding if you want to get the full version. The full version is, of course, what is shown in this video. This is the initial screen of the program. I click Create New Cover Project. Now I have a choice of what kind of ebook cover or software box, virtual box, box shot I would like to create. So I'm going to choose textbook, and now it gives me the choice about the dimensions, how thick I want my textbook. Because I've chosen textbooks, the size is already set of the width, the height. Now I choose what image or picture I want to put on the front. After I've done that, I will have the choice of drawing lines and text and graphics on top of that picture, so it's a basic background for the front. And also I can choose things like a color or a gradient fill for the front, and so on. But we'll choose a picture, and I'm going to use a picture that I've already got on my hard disk. There is a library of images that comes with this program as well. So what I'm going to do is I've got some images here in this my directory here, Simil images, and if I scroll down I'm going to use this one, Agios Georgios, which is a church in Cyprus. Click next. Now I'm giving a choice whether the picture is not quite the same shape as the front, so do I want to use the left hand side, the right hand side, stretch it like this, or use the center of the image, which is what happens to work on this particular case. So I'll do that. I now have a choice of what kind of image to use on the spine. Now I'm going to position the cover so that you can't actually see the spine, so I won't actually bother to draw on it. I'll just make it a solid color. That's the easiest thing. If I was going to draw on the spine, I might actually put a picture or choose a proper color or whatever, but I'll just choose that. Now I'm giving a choice for what percentage of the book will actually be pages as opposed to the actual cover. I'll just use the default 80% pages. You can choose a background for the cover. So at the moment it'll be in a white background. I could have a colored background. I could have a gradient. So the cover will be on top of a background if I wanted. But let's have it on a plain white background for now. Now the size of the background, I'll use a default here of 480 by 480 pixels. It's quite a big cover. I could actually make a smaller one if I wanted to, and you can actually change this later on when you're using the program, but we'll stick with 480 by 480 for now. Okay, now the lighting. I can position the lights all around the cover and I can have more than one light on, for example, like that, so I can have several shadows. But what I'll do is I'm going to just use one light right in front of it, and the cover will be sitting on top of a horizontal table. I can also have the cover lying flat down on the table as well, but we'll choose the horizontal table option here, which is a normal one you want, and the color of the shadows and how good quality shadows you want. You can also make reflections underneath the cover as well, but we'll just say that. And you can also have special effects on the finished cover, like to make it like a button or make it look like it has a border around the edge of it and so forth, but we'll leave that. And then I'll say finish. There's my front. The spine, as I said, is just a plain colour. The right hand side edge of the cover, the top of it, bottom of it. The background is plain white. You can see all these different tabs show me the different aspects of it. The layout at the moment, if I zoom in so that you can zoom to fit, you'll see that's how the position of the cover is at the moment. And I can adjust that as well. So for example, I've decided here I'm going to change the rotation. The X, Y and Z rotation correspond to the three axes of the graph. X is the horizontal, Y the vertical, Z is the axis that goes into the page, and you can turn it about any of those three. So I'm going to spin it so it's at the other angle here, so it's leaning the other way. Let's make that minus 15, say, and let's make it as well so that it's not leaning quite as much on the sideways direction on the Y angle. So there we are. So that's my layout I'm happy with, sitting on that front corner. And if I do render, you'll see the cover there. And again, I'll zoom to fit so you can see it. So that's my layout of the cover. If I want to put that into another program, I can use these options here: render to clipboard, where I can copy it to the clipboard and paste it into another program, or render to file, where I can make a PNG or a BMP or a JPEG file to paste into another program. But what we'll do is add some text onto the cover first. So we're going to click here on the text option, and I'm going to click here, and my book is called Cyprus Vacations. I think I'm going to use this font that I've got as a default. I'll make it bold, and I'll make the text nice kind of two color effect with black and yellow. I'm not sure if I've got this the right way around, so if it's wrong we'll change it. I'll click OK. I've got actually yellow border with black text, so if I click properties I can change that. It's selected. Also press F4 from properties and just swap those two around. And there, Cyprus Vacations. It's obviously not positioned right. I could use the mouse to move it, or I can just say center in image horizontal. And I can now add the name of the author as well. So let's put by John Smith, black. I'll make sure that's centered in the image as well. I could also add boxes, lines, circles, and so forth on there, barcode as well. But we'll say that I'm happy with that. And you can obviously move the elements of the text around if you're not happy with where they're positioned on there. Add your own pictures, and change any of them until you're happy with it. Put things in front and behind each other as well. So all those drawing tools are there. But when you're happy with it, you just go to the Render tab, and there's your finished cover. And if I zoom into 100%, you'll see it at full quality there, slightly bigger than my screen size. I could change that. If I go to the background tab, I can simply change the background size. So for example, if I want to do it onto a different background, let's make it onto a gradient background with blue and white. I don't know quite how this is going to look with the shadows, but we'll try it nonetheless. Make it a bit smaller, maybe 360 by 360 pixels. Finish. There's a new background. If I turn the layout, it's the same. Render. That's what it looks like on that background. Very nice. And of course I can do render to file, render to clipboard when I'm ready to transfer that image into another program, either to my eBook or onto my website or my word processor or whatever. Program comes with full instructions. You can access using the help option. As I said, there's a free trial download. You can try it out and see how you like the program before deciding if you want the full version. And it's compatible with all recent versions of Windows on the PC. So thank you very much. Go to coverfactory.com, download the free trial, try it out, tell me what you think.